Question 20. A solid is made by putting a hemisphere on top of a cone, a hemisphere half of a sphere. The total height of the solid is 5x, the radius of the base of the cone is x, and the radius of the hemisphere is x. A cylinder has the same volume as the solid. The cylinder has a radius of 2x and a height of h. All measurements are in centimetres. Find a formula for h in terms of x, giving your answer in its simplest form. Okay? Essentially, we know that this volume equals that volume. Okay? And if we know this volume equals that volume, we can make them equal and we can simplify it. I love questions like this, because all you're doing is rearranging a formula using algebra. Not complicated at all, really. First thing to recognise, it gives you a total height here, but we want to know the height of the hemisphere, and we want to know the height of the cone. Okay, or more usefully, we want to know the height of the cone. Because the total height is 5x, and the radius is x, well, that radius can be the same all the way around. So that must be x as well. So if we split that up, you have x at the top here, and then that becomes 4x. We can then work out, using our formulas, what the volume of the sphere is and what the volume of the cone is. So the volume of the sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed, and the radius is x. So it'll be 4/3 pi x cubed. But remember, that's only a hemisphere, so it's half that big. So half of that is going to be 2/3 pi x cubed. And then the cone. So the cone is a third, pi r squared h. We know that the radius of the cone is x, and we know the height is 4x. So it'll be 1/3 pi, and then it'll be x squared times by 4x. So if we multiply that out, you've got 4/3 pi x cubed. We can add those two together. So this was the hemisphere, and this is the cone. So the total of that shape, 2/3 pi x cubed plus 4/3 pi x cubed, is going to be 6/3 pi x cubed, which is just 6/3 is just 2. So 2 pi x cubed. That's really simple. What about our cylinder? Okay, well that's going to be the area of the top face times by the height. So if we do cylinder, so the area of the top face, which is going to be pi r squared, times by the height. So the radius is 2x, so that's pi times 2x squared times the height. So 2x squared is going to be 4x squared, pi times h, and then we make those two equal to one another. So 2 pi x cubed equals 4 pi x squared times h. And then we can rearrange that. Now it's all multiplied on this side and it's all multiplied on that side, so I'm going to start cancelling out. I don't need pi on both. Okay? Rather than having x squared there and x cubed there, I'm going to get rid of the cubed and I'm going to get rid of the x squared, so I've divided both sides by x squared, and that leaves me with 2 and 4. Well, I can cancel down the 2 with the 4, and that gives me 2 on this side. So I've actually got x equals 2h. And I want it in the form of h rather, so it'll be divided by 2, h equals x over 2, or half x. Quite simple when you think about it.